Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation on AI deepfakes.
No, in the middle, just press it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So today I'll talk a bit about myself, and then I'll go into what deepfakes are, how they work, some risks and concerns, real-world examples, how to spot deepfakes, the future of deepfakes, and a conclusion. So my name is Welton. I am a sophomore at Cosmet Academy. I have a 4.0 unweighted GPA, 4.5 weighted GPA. And in my free time, I like playing viola and badminton. And for volunteering, I do audiovisual at a variety of shows. And I also pick up trash. So what are deepfakes? The definition of a deepfake is a video or image in which a person's face, body, or voice has been digitally altered so that they appear to be someone else, typically used maliciously to spread false information. And the word deepfake comes from deep learning and fake, from the fact that deepfakes are not real. Okay, how do deepfakes work? So to create a convincing deepfake, first you either get videos, images, and audio clips of a person from different angles, different lightings. So the more data you have of a person, the better the final result will be. And next, the AI model has to train. So neural networks are based on a human brain, and they learn by I forgot what I was saying. They learn by studying how their mouth moves, and how their eyes blink, and how their voice sounds when they express emotion. So over time, the model learns and is able to recreate the person on its own. So then after it trains, we can move on to the face and voice mapping. So in this part, after it understands all of the face and voice patterns, it's able to map them together and align everything together, and it kind of creates a kind of digital mask that mirrors how the person would act and sound. And after that, there's refinement or specialized algorithms, seeing the details, and it makes the AI look more polished and lifelike, so that it's a bit more indistinguishable from the real thing. Okay. So, risks and concerns. The main concern for deepfakes is how they affect society as a whole. Because in the past, a video or photo is a very solid piece of evidence, but now with deepfakes, you could make a fake piece of evidence. In court, someone could create a fake video of you robbing a bank. So how are you supposed to defend yourself from that? So these pictures on the slide here, I would say that they look very real, right? But they're all AI generated. None of them are real. And finally, there's weaponization. So deepfakes can be used in cyber warfare, blackmail, and propaganda. So in a multinational firm, someone was tricked into paying $25 million to scammers with a video call that had deepfake versions of his boss and employers. And they made the transaction seem really real, even when it was all fake. Okay, real world examples. So deepfakes are already being used in the real world, and in entertainment, studios use them to de-age actors, and they even bring actors who have already passed back to life. And it saves a lot of time and money it saves a lot of time and money in production, and it also makes them makes filmmakers able to do things that were once impossible. So an example of this would be in Star Wars and in Indiana Jones. They use AI to make actors a lot younger. So in social media, they're also been used to make viral fake videos of celebrities and politicians, as you can see here. And because of the nature of social media, these lies can spread really fast. And when something that looks real spreads, it's really difficult for you to take it completely back. And deepfakes are also used in scams. An example is AI voice cloning. It only takes 15 to 30 seconds of audio for a scammer to be able to use AI voice cloning to impersonate your voice and pressure your loved ones into sending a lot of money. Financial losses in deepfake-related fraud have reached 360 million in 2024, and that's a lot higher right now in 2025. Okay, how to spot deepfakes? So with deepfakes just being everywhere in our lives, it's becoming more and more vital to have this skill. So one of the biggest giveaways is the lighting. Like in real life, light only comes from one spot, which is the sun. But AI can't really process that since it's two-dimensional in a three-dimensional world. So sometimes the shadows will come from different directions. And another thing is with videos, there's sometimes unnatural morphing where their face might flicker a little bit and the edges might be a bit blurry, and sometimes the audio in the video will desync and their lips will be a bit delayed. So that's a sign of the audio being added on after the video. And with audio, there's a monotonous voice. Sometimes AI voices are too perfect, and they don't have the pauses and the emotion that makes speech human. So I feel like even with all these tricks, it's still very difficult to tell real from a well-made deepfake. Like even people whose full-time jobs are to detect these deepfakes have a really difficult time with detecting AI. So as AI continues to advance, it'll become more and more difficult to tell what's real and what's not just by looking. As I said earlier, even professionals have a really difficult time spotting fakes. So because of this, deepfake awareness will become essential. Just like how we have to learn how to check for reliable sources, future generations will have to learn how to recognize digital deception and how to question what they see and hear. And also governments would have to create laws and watermarking standards so that people would know what's fake. So the future of deepfakes isn't only just about how the technology will advance, but it's also how society adapts and how they learn how to use AI responsibly. So in the end, deepfakes show how the same technology that can be used for creating art and entertainment can also be used to deceive and spread misinformation. So that's why awareness is key. The more we understand how deepfakes work, the better we can recognize them and protect the truth in a world where the phrase "seeing is believing" might not be true anymore. And we have to also remember that AI is not the enemy. Oh, I should just slide. It's a powerful tool, and its effects come from how we use it. And so if we use it responsibly and creatively and ethically, then it can be a force for good. As Spider-Man's uncle once said, with great power comes great responsibility. Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions? Yeah.
So earlier you talked about how there are people's jobs who are to basically detect deepfakes. Similar in how AI is used in both cyber attacks and cyber defense. Are you aware of any AI products right now that can detect deepfakes or combat deepfakes?
Yes. People are using, I think AI can detect AI pretty well because it knows how it works. So I feel like the people who detect AI, they often use those tools to detect AI. Yeah. Yeah.
So this was a concern with my family. So like with my wife, I have asked her if she suspects the voice caller is a voice clone, the guy with passphrase. Do you think that's a good strategy?
Yeah, I think usually a good strategy is to have a keyword and also to ask one or two personal questions that only they would know. Since an AI can't imitate, but it can't tell what's in your brain. It can only imitate how you like act and stuff. Any more questions?
I have I don't know, a question. So if a seeing is no longer believing, how does it going to change the human beings' way to learn this world?
Wait, say the question again?
So if seeing is no longer believing, right?
We don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah.
How do you learn
How does it impact
what is
the
true?
right? The younger people learn this new world, learn this world,
I talked
physical
about
world.
the watermarking standards. Governments would have to create laws that force AI videos to have a watermark, so that you would know that it is AI. Yeah.
So I would say envision in the future. In the future, everybody wears this kind of glass, right? And then this glass is attached to an AI detection tool or system, connected to a cloud or something. And we see, oh, this is fake, this is real.
Yeah.
Because there is no way we're gonna tell by ourselves, right?
Yeah. So what I learned is in the next, I don't know how many years, cybersecurity is going to be very important.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Going forward,
Oh,
like
yeah.
digital ID, right? That's very important. And second thing is that critical thinking is right going to be right even more important for
Yeah.
people, right?
And crazy, I don't know about that because you don't know what's real.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Let's move
Thanks.
on. Okay. So